Have you ever wondered which planet is the closest to the Sun? It's Mercury. But there's so much more to this tiny planet than just its proximity to our star. Did you know that a day on Mercury lasts longer than a year on Mercury? That's just one of the many surprises waiting for us as we dive into the facts about this mysterious planet. Mercury may be small, but it's full of intriguing features that make it absolutely fascinating. Let's take a journey together to explore the wonders of Mercury. First off, let's talk about Mercury's size. This planet is the smallest in our solar system. It's only about 38% the size of Earth. In fact, if you placed Mercury next to Earth, it would look like a tiny marble. Despite its small size, Mercury is certainly dense. It has a metallic core that makes it very heavy for its size. That core accounts for about 75% of the planet's radius. Can you believe that? Now, let's mention its surface. Mercury's surface is covered in craters, much like our Moon. These craters were formed by impacts from asteroids and comets over billions of years. Some of the deepest craters can be over 1,600 kilometers wide. Imagine how many of those could fit into a single crater on Earth. It's astonishing to think about the violent history this planet has experienced. Next up, we need to talk about temperature. Mercury has some of the most extreme temperatures in the solar system. During the day, it can reach over 430 degrees Celsius, or 800 degrees Fahrenheit. But at night, the temperature can drop down to around -180 degrees Celsius, -290 degrees Fahrenheit. That's a drastic change that no other planet experiences quite the same way. But why is it so hot during the day and so cold at night? Mercury has a very thin atmosphere. In fact, it has virtually no atmosphere at all, which means it can't hold heat. When the sun sets, it cools down rapidly. Now, let's move on to its orbit. Mercury has an unusual orbit that takes about 88 Earth days to complete. But here's the kicker: a single day on Mercury, meaning one full rotation on its axis, takes about 176 Earth days. So, you could say that a Mercury day is even longer than its year. Next, let's explore its unusual rotation. Mercury spins on its axis very slowly, compared to how fast it travels around the Sun. This slow spin means that the same side of the planet faces the Sun during one part of its orbit. So, if you are on the Sun-facing side, you'd see a sunset that lasts a while. And if you flip to the dark side, well, it would be pitch black for a long time too. Another interesting fact is that Mercury has no moons. Unlike Earth or Mars, which has satellites, Mercury is all alone in its orbit. This adds to its unique character in the solar system, don't you think? Let's also talk about the atmosphere. As mentioned earlier, Mercury's atmosphere is incredibly thin. It's so thin that it barely counts as an atmosphere at all. This means that there's very little air to breathe, and you wouldn't be able to survive there without protective gear. Also, due to this thin atmosphere, Mercury is bombarded by solar wind from the Sun. This interaction creates a phenomenon that scientists find intriguing. They've observed unusual energy bursts and particle activities because of this. Now, let's discuss the scientific missions to Mercury. In 2011, NASA launched the Messenger spacecraft to study the planet. It took about 6 years to reach Mercury, where it spent 4 years gathering information. The data it collected helped us understand Mercury's surface composition, geology, and overall characteristics much better. Isn't it amazing how far we've come in our quest to learn about the planets? Finally, let's finish with the importance of studying Mercury. Understanding Mercury helps scientists learn more about how planets form and evolve in the early stages. It also gives us clues about our own planet's history and the Sun's influence on planetary climates. So, what are your thoughts on Mercury? Did you learn something new in this video? If you enjoyed finding out more about this amazing planet, give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to share it with your friends who might love space as much as you do. And leave a comment down below with your favorite fact about Mercury or any questions you have. Thanks for watching, and make sure to subscribe for more fascinating facts about our universe.